Yo, 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 Trey TD23 back here with another video. Going to be starting. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to be starting a brand new series on YouTube with 2K content. Basically, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be rebuilding a team that isn't contending right now. They are in the playoff mix, but we're going to try to fall out of the playoffs. And that team is the Indiana Pacers. Now, it's very interesting. The Pacers are an interesting team. They got some veterans. They got young pieces. I'm gonna have an automated, auto-generated rookies, so I don't know. Cause if I'm doing this, I can just stop all my good players from playing, and I can lose every game, and I can try to go for the number one pick. But I'm not gonna do that because obviously I'd go for Victor Wembanyama. The first thing I'm gonna talk about this first episode is gonna be me talking about the roster, talking about everything that I'm going to be doing throughout this series and what my plans are for this. So first thing I'm gonna talk about the roster. So right now the best player is Tyrese Maxey. He was an All-Star. I plan on keeping him long term. Him being our franchise player, him being our star. Me just building a great team because as you guys can see, we got a Buddy Hield, we got a T.J. McConnell, we got all these young pieces. We got Daniel Tice, we got George Hill, we got James Johnson. So there's a bunch of good pieces on this roster. So hopefully with that I can get some draft capital with a T.J. McConnell, with a Buddy Hield, with a Daniel Tice, maybe a George Hill. Go throw him to a contending team that will take that contract. Now it's interesting. Miles Turner, I would love to keep Miles Turner, but him making $30 million is kind of iffy. Not kinda. It's very iffy on whether or not I want to keep him. Cause as good as Miles Turner is, he's not worth 30 mil. He averages about the most he's averaged is 14.5 points, and that was the last year with Paul George. Most amount of rebounds is 7.3, which was that last year of Paul George. And he's about, for his career, he's a 35% 3-point shooter, 49% from the field, 77% from the free throw line, and he averages about 2.5 blocks per game. Now the most he's averaged for blocks is 3.4, but how many games did he really play that year? Played 47. Most he's played is 81. So I want to throw him to a team that'll give me a nice young piece, not making that much money, because right now he's only making, if I'm not mistaken, he's only making about 15 mil. I gotta figure all this out. Team finances, no. Wow, I don't like this. Here we go. So right now, Miles Turner's making $34 million contract for his contract. Buddy Hield is making 21. Or is this for next year? No, this is for this year. He's making $34 million. Miles Turner is making $34.57 million. Buddy Hield is making $21.18 million, and that's our draft capital. That is our draft capital, or that's our salary. I can get rid of these two. That frees up. I have about 60 mil in cap space, so I should be able to pick up whoever's in this free agency class, which I'm not sure who it is. I think I'm gonna start it off by start today. So we're going to be all the way down here to March to March 5th. March 4th. It's going to be Simta all the way to March 4th. So we'll have the record that they have in real life. Everyone's going to have the same record, so it'll be more realistic. I'm going to try to make this as realistic as possible, but if it takes me 3-4 years to build a competent roster or for me to win a championship, it's going to be hard to be realistic, because there's going to be things like Luka. It's going to get to where it is impossible for me to sign some players. So I'm going to have to try to make some adjustments. I'm going to try to use certain sliders so I can, whatchamacallit, so it's more realistic. Like, because here, I'll do this. I'll do this real quick. No reason Miles Bridges should want $31 million for his contract. No reason Carmelo Anthony should want $11.57 million. Because as you can see, well, I got 15 players. He's not going to sign for 31 mil. John Wall, he might sign for 5 because that's about a minimum contract. Carmelo probably won't sign that. Dwight Howard's not going to sign that. Like, I want to make it to where I can... LaMarcus Aldridge is not going to ask for 5 mil. Tony Bradley, no reason he should want 6 mil. Like, things like that I want to fix so I don't got to worry about, oh, Miles Bridges is up on the free agency. Why is he in 89 and he's in free agency when the season starts? Oh, it's because he wants $70 million a year. It's stupid. 2K needs to fix that, so I gotta figure out some sliders that will fix that. So I'm going to continue on with talking about the team. Benedict Mathurin's here to stay. And what I'm going to tell you right now is Benedict Mathurin will be my starting 2-guard. Tyrese Maxey, Benedict Mathurin. Boom. And I'll probably have Aaron Naismith as my 3. No reason he should be the 4, but he will be my 3. He will be my 6th man. Jalen Williams is going to be a key piece to this team. He's going to be a key piece to this team. Isaiah Jackson will also be a key piece to this team. Isaiah Jackson is going to get heavy minutes. Jalen Smith will get heavy minutes. Aaron Naismith will be my 3. Buddy Hield, I'm going to try to play him in a 6-man role so I can build his value. Same with Miles Turner. Miles Turner will be playing a lot of minutes over Isaiah Jackson and over Jalen Smith. But I want to build their value up. I want Miles Turner to average 20. I want Buddy Hield to average 20 so I can build their value up so I can get the most I can for him. I'm hoping for Miles Turner at least a first-round pick, maybe a young project. Buddy Hield, at least the first round. It could be a hard protected pick. But I'm fine with that as long as I can get a little bit of draft capital and, or if anything, give me a nice young project and a second round pick or 2. I'm fine with taking second-round picks because you can find some really good pieces in the second round. So Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, not necessarily here to stay, but if it takes me 3 years to build a competent roster and I still have Miles Turner on the team because I can't find a good trade package for him, then I might re-sign him and I'm going to hopefully sign him for less than 19 mil. Even though at this point right now he is worth 19 mil, but he's not worth the 34 mil he's making. Ain't no way he's worth that. Excuse me, sorry. TJ McConnell, another guy I want to get. I don't care, a second-round pick for TJ McConnell. Send him to a contender or a team that's trying to contend to help with that because he's a good defender, can get steals, can dish, can shoot, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, Aaron Naismith most likely be my 3-guard. Maybe my 3-guard off the bench and I find someone else to play the 3-guard or the 3 position. Like I can throw O'Shea Brissett at the 3, Jordan Nwora at the 3. There's a bunch of pieces. I can throw Kendall Brown at the 3, and I can just have Andrew Nembhard, Chris Duarte, and Aaron Naismith run that bench unit alongside right now Isaiah Jackson, hoping I can get a nice I'm hoping I can get a lottery pick in this upcoming draft after this year. Like I said, I'm starting today, so I'm probably gonna. If we make the playoffs, I'm going to try to. Obviously, I'm gonna play some of the playoff games. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that with the playoffs because obviously, if I play every game, I'm most likely gonna win. I'm gonna try to choose some nice sliders that I can use that won't make it to where if I master Tyrese Halliburton's jumper or Buddy Hield's jumper or Benedict Mathurin's jumper, I'm automatically going to make every shot I take. I'm going to try to find good sliders that will work. So continue on. Isaiah Jackson hopefully can be the franchise center and the center that I can rely on deep in this franchise. Aaron Naismith, I'm hoping I can keep him. This year he's shown that he can really play. First year in Boston averaged about 4.7 points per game in Boston. Last year he averaged about 3.8, wasn't getting the opportunity. came into the draft one of the best shooters in college basketball. Everyone knew that. That's why he didn't really get the opportunity because everyone was guarding him. And now he's in Indiana, not really watched because it's not a contending team. He's shining, bro. He's shining. Isaiah Jackson, same with him. Chris Duarte came in the league. He's a 23-year-old rookie. He's older, blah, blah, blah. And he's shown that he can play. The rookie year averaged 13.1 points per game on 43% from the field, 37% from three, which is not bad, 80% from the free throw line. Again, not bad at all. Andrew Nembhard, already know I'm trying to keep him. Jalen Smith, already told you, a big piece to this team. Daniel Tice, trade piece, just to get rid of that $9 billion salary, whatever. O'Shea Brissett, here to stay. George Hill, just, again, someone that I would just throw in a trade just to get rid of him. Jordan Nwora, not sure what I'm going to do with him. About $3 million a year. Not sure what I'm going to do with him. With the Milwaukee Bucks, he would get a little bit of buckets. He averaged about 8 points last year, but I'm not sure how he's going to fit in with this team. James Johnson, again, that was just a roster filler, I'm guessing, for the Pacers in real life. That's why we got him. He's 35 years old, veteran presence, blah, 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 whatever. And then we got these two-way guys. So, yeah, I have most of the team for the future here. It's just if we can get a lottery pick, a top 7 lottery pick in this upcoming draft, we should be set within a year or two, if not next year, because Tyrese is going to progress. Benedict Mathurin will progress. Aaron Naismith will progress. All these guys will progress to be better, and if a big trade comes along where I can get rid of Miles Turner, Buddy Hield for, I don't even know, like, not saying a CJ McCollum, but like a CJ McCollum type player, like someone that's borderline all-star, or like a Jonas Valanciunas, like just someone at like that level, like a Bojan, or OG. Because honestly, OG might be a player that I'm gonna try to get. But that's gonna be the end of this video. Introduction to the Indiana Pacers, my league.